Hello students, today we will continue our chapter that is reproduction in lower and higher animals. Last time in this chapter we have studied the process of gametogenesis and structure of gametes. Today we have to see the fertilization and embryonic development. All of you knows that fertilization is the most important event in the process of sexual reproduction. This fertilization is also known as syngamy. So fertilization is the fusion of male and female gametes resulting in the formation of diploid zygote. In case of human being, fertilization is internal process and it is usually takes place in the ampulla of fallopian tube. Here is the diagrammatic representation of process of fertilization. First of all, we will see the different steps which are involved in the mechanism or process of fertilization. The first step is insemination. By this process, semen or seminal fluid is discharged by male copulatory organ in the female genital tract. After discharge of semen, the sperms can swim from vagina to the fallopian tube. After that, the egg which is released by the ovary is received by the fallopian tube. After that, adhesion of sperm with the surface of oocyte takes place in the ampulla of fallopian tube. Hydrolytic enzymes of acrosome can hydrolyze the follicular cells of oocytes and digestion of zona pellucida takes place. When sperms touches the vitelline membrane, immediately it is converted into the fertilization membrane. Finally, amphimixis takes place. By this process, mixing of chromosome of male and female pronuclei takes place. Now, ovum is diploid and this diploid ovum is called as zygote. So, zygote is the result of fertilization. Now we will see this process of fertilization with the help of diagrammatic representation. In the first step, sperms penetrates the secondary oocyte. The oocyte completes meiosis 2, forming the ovum and second polar body. In a second step, the sperm and ovum nuclei swells, forming the pronuclei. Here, swelling of sperm and ovum nuclei takes place. Then pronuclei approach each other and mitotic spindle forms between them. Finally, the chromosomes of both pronuclei intermix and the process of fertilization is completed. So by this process, fertilization takes place. Now we will see the significance of fertilization. As I told you earlier, fertilization is the most important event in the process of sexual reproduction. Fertilization restores the diploid number of chromosomes in the zygote. All of you knows that male and female gametes are always haploid, but when two gametes comes together and fuse to each other, then it can forms the diploid zygote. So diploid number of chromosomes are maintained by the process of fertilization. By this process, the characters of two different parents are combined. Fertilization can determine the sex of offsprings. Fertilization process leads to the variation and it has the significance role in the process of evolution. Now we will see the embryonic development. First, cleavage. Cleavage is the rapid mitotic division of zygote to form a hollow spherical and multicellular stage called as blastula. It is holoblastic, that is, the whole zygote gets divided. The cleavage planes may be longitudinal or equatorial. There are 4 steps of cleavage. First cleavage, second cleavage, third cleavage and fourth cleavage. In the first cleavage, the division is vertical and results into the formation of 2 blastomeres. The first cleavage is completed after 30 hours of fertilization. Second cleavage is also vertical but right angle to the first one. In second cleavage, formation of 4 blastomeres takes place after the 60 hours of fertilization. Third cleavage, it is horizontal and right angle to the first and second. In this cleavage, 8-celled structure is formed after 32 hours of fertilization. In the fourth cleavage, 16-celled structure is formed and that structure is called as morula. The morula is solid ball-like structure having 2 types of cells. Here is the process of cleavage and formation of blastula. In the first cleavage, 2-cellular structure is formed. During second cleavage, 4-cellular structure is formed. In the third cleavage, there is formation of 8-cellular structure, and after the completion of fourth cleavage, there is a formation of 16-cellular structure, that is the morula. After the formation of morula, there is a formation of blastula. So, formation of blastula or blastocyst is known as blastulation. Now we will see the process of blastulation. It is the process of formation of hollow and multicellular blastocyst. The outer layer of blastocyst or outer layer of the cells of morula forms the layer called as trophoblast. These cells can absorb more and more food and becomes flat to form the cavity called as blastocele. The trophoblast cells remains attached to the inner cell mass on only one side. The blastocyst remains floating in uterine cavity till the end of 7th day after the fertilization. Here you can see the structure of blastula or blastocyst. Structurally, blastocyst shows the outer flat cells. These cells are called as trophoblast cells. Inside the blastocyst, there is a cavity. That cavity is known as blastocele, and at one side there is inner cell mass. So this is the structure of blastula or blastocyst. In the process of embryonic development, after the formation of blastocyst, implantation takes place. The blastocyst after its formation gets implanted or embedded into the endometrium of the uterus. This process begins on the 7th day and ends of 10th day embryo is completed, buried inside the endometrium. After the implantation of blastocyst in the endometrium of uterus, this blastula gets converted into the gastrula. So process of formation of gastrula is known as gastrulation. Gastrulation is the process of formation of gastrula from the blastocyst. This gastrulation begins about 8th day after the fertilization. There is showing down the rate of cleavage or division, but there are two important events that takes place actively. These two events are differentiation of blastomeres and morphogenetic moments. In the process of gastrulation, there is a process of formation of three germ layers, that is endoderm, mesoderm and ectoderm. This is called as differentiation of blastomeres. In morphogenetic moments, there are the different types of moments to reach their definite place in the embryo. The further process after the gastrulation is called as organogenesis. By the process of organogenesis, different organs are developed to that developing embryo. This is the structure of gastrula, which is shown with the help of VS of gastrula. As I told you, here is a formation of three germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. After formation of gastrula, development of organs takes place, that is known as organogenesis. Here is the chart which shows which organ is developed from different types of germinal layers, that is fate of germinal layers. Three germ layers are shown here in the tabular form: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm give rise to epidermis of skin, hair, nails, sweat glands, salivary glands, mammary glands, lacrimal glands, sebaceous glands, cornea, lens, retina, conjunctiva, nasal epithelium, enamel of the teeth, internal and external ear, foregut, hindgut, adrenal medulla, anterior and posterior pituitary, pineal gland and entire nervous system. Now mesoderm can forms all types of muscles, connective tissue, dermis of the skin, adrenal cortex, heart, blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, middle ear, dentine of the teeth, urinary and reproductive ducts, gonads, kidneys, sclera and choroid of the eyes. And the endodermis or endoderm, it can develop into the epithelium of midgut, glands of stomach and intestine, tongue, tonsils, lungs, trachea, bronchi, larynx, urinary bladder, vagina, liver, pancreas, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus gland, eustachian tube, epithelium of urethra and lining of the middle ear. So in this way, different germ layers can form the different types of organs. So that's all about the process of fertilization and embryonic development. Thank you.